A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes about to kick it away and get this season started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Lockett. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The inside handoff. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Small. Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Wells. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Looking to pass. It's small. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Looking downfield, it's small. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the ground, it's Hecker. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Back to throw, it's small. It's complete on the right side. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
Okay, ready? 42 slider.
Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
That's caught. It's Recksteiner. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll try the run, and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big
breaks into the open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the move at the 30. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. It's complete to the right, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Looking to throw, it's small. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open, live to fight another down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's small. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Rice went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Owls in a statement win if there ever was one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Lockett. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Let's go. Defensively now, we know we get a stop. We get the offense the ball back in great field position. A great opportunity to make some strikes, maybe score some points. Let's go defense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Lockett. Turning it on. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the... one. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, still going. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? This will likely be the last play of the half. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. looking for a man. It's small. Moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Back to pass on second down. Looking down the middle. Found a seam. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Colorado, 24. Florida Atlantic, 7.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Buys a little extra time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Making side adjustments here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's small. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And listen, the quarterback drops back. He's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He uncorks one deep. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Might be changing the route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Firing to the right, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Florida Atlantic races to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's small. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. All wideouts, no backs. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the right. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive.
There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They're trying to slam it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to pass their way in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full account.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
To throw, it's small. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Wells. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Complete to the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. Power football with the run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Caught by the tight end.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Buys a little time. Gets rid of it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
Looking for a huge play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Now from inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Chunked it away just as he was hit. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man out of the backfield. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The pull and throw off the RPO. It's a seam walk, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bucks!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away. And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.